Good evening, folks, and happy Wednesday night. We are here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada at the Mammoth Center for a Canadian division matchup between the Ottawa Mounties and the Montreal Mammoths. Both teams ready to get their month of September off to a good start here tonight. We are at center ice ready to go. Ely against the Flame in the dot, and the Flame wins it back for Ottawa. Ottawa playing much better hockey right as they ended the month. See if they can do well here against a Mammoths team that has been 500 over their last 8 games or so. Slap shot going to be kicked away by Zavina. It'll be Zavina against Vandelar, our goalie matchup here tonight. Lars Shegstead, the point leader through the first month of the season. Seeing if he can keep things going. Breckenridge gets it poked away there by Winters. Winters will come into the zone. He'll feed it back to Ely. Ely will stop shot. Doesn't get through. Now on the attack goes Ottawa. LaFlame across the blue line gets it poked away, and LaFlame going to be guilty of a trip on Vincent there. So as he was fighting for the puck, he's going to be guilty of a trip. Marco LaFlame. So early, Montreal will have a power play to get on the board here in the first period. Montreal wearing their Quebec Pride uniforms here tonight. Ely will go up against Sundstrom in the dot. And tied up there, and Ottawa able to come away with the draw and flip it out. Puck will come behind Zavina. Tayloron loses the puck in his own zone. He'll continue to battle for it, and Ely will scoop it up. Sokolov trying to go on the attack. He'll cross the red line. He'll enter the zone. So Mr. Sokolov over to Ely, denied there. Tayloron now with the puck. He gets bumped off by Blaha. Tayloron up high to Acho. Acho tried to flip it back to Winters, and it goes awry and out of the zone. Tayloron circles. He'll get it up to Ely. Evgeny Ely across the blue line. Pauses. Gets it back to Acho. Now to Tayloron. He'll lose the puck. So not a very stable first minute of the power play here for the Mammoths. As Ottawa will be able to dump that down into the Montreal zone. Tayloron now with it. He'll feed it up to Ely. Ely sticked away right inside the blue line. They'll battle for it there, he and Vessel, and Ottawa is able to get it out of the zone for another clear. 25 seconds left here. Acho hammered there by Sundstrom. Joachim Sundstrom up to Franks. Down to Vessel on the backhand. Can't get a shot away. Evgeny Ely now. He'll look to feed it up the boards. And now Ely up to Sokolov. And that'll do it for the power play there. So Montreal unable to get anything going. Anything substantial, I should say, as we're 4 minutes gone here in the first. All square, scoreless so far here in Montreal. I want to thank you for joining us here on a Wednesday night. Great action coming up later tonight. Chicago will be in Calgary to see if they can win 2 in a row out in Western Canada. Vandelar will hold that one at the side of his cage. And then a rematch of the game last night between Detroit and Toronto. Detroit coming away with 2 goals in that first part of the third period to win that game. Montreal trying to chase down those Royals. Partonen now down low to Acho. One-timer denied there by Vandelar, and he'll hold right there. Face off now to the right of Vandelar. It'll be won by Ottawa. 5 minutes gone here in the first. Montreal with more attention in their offensive zone, but that's partially due to the power play they had. Ottawa, not many opportunities. Markov with a chance, denied by Zavina. Sokolov to the red line. He'll continue to carry. He'll be hammered there. And now Partonen with it. Sakari Partonen goes cross ice to Acho. Acho will enter the zone. He'll try to flip it in. Unable to get it deep, though, and Markov will take it away. Markov looks to go up ice. It'll be picked up by Winters. Then Winters intercepted by Vico. Vico will actually enter in offside. He brought it in over the line and then brought it back out of the zone. Face off now. Vico will enter the zone for Ottawa. They'll try to feed it to the middle, and it goes through everybody. Vico now on the backhand, denied. Vincent now with the puck for Montreal. Flips it back to Winters, and that was a bad pass. So Montreal not passing as crisply as they normally do here in the early going. Vico with the puck. He'll turn it over. Brandon Babcock across the blue line. Babcock to the middle. Kicked out there, and they score. So on the rebound, it'll be Marc Dubois. As Kovalev had an opportunity, he shoots that puck. It ends up coming right to the stick of Dubois, and he's able to pipe it through. So Marc Dubois with the icebreaker here tonight. McNeil in, fourth line out here for Ottawa. Puck will come on net, and Zavina will hold right there. McNeil now against Ely in the dot. McNeil able to win it back. Franks will walk into the slot, and he'll shot gets blocked. Ely trying to skate away. He'll get it over to Winters. Winters to Shegstead. Shegstead enters the zone. Shegstead glove by Vandelar, and he will hold right there. Face off now coming to the left of Vandelar. McNeil against Ely. Ely wins it back, but Knowles picks it up for Ottawa. He'll retreat, get it back to Franks, and now Markov. He'll retreat in his own zone, looking to gain some speed and go up. McNeil, still nothing going for Ottawa at the moment. Blaha now will get it to McNeil, and they'll enter the zone. Over to Knowles. Knowles will skate to the corner. He'll be down behind the cage. In front, they score! What a play, Beck Knowles. Able to feed it in front to Markov, and nobody marked him. So he's able to get free in that fourth line for Ottawa. Gets them on the board. We are 1-1 here approaching the halfway point of the first period. Sundstrom with the win against Ely. Puck will be sent in by Ottawa. Picked up by Shegstead. He'll get it to Ely. Poked away, but Partanen on it for Montreal. T.S. Lackinen. He'll retreat and now look to go on the attack. He'll flip in. As part of his line goes off for a change. Poked away there just inside the blue line. Montreal will gain control of it. De Laurent, he'll flip it up to Hughes. Hughes with a few screens there set by some Montreal offensive players. And now Lackinen hit hard there by Shavakowski, and Sundstrom will have it. He'll go up to Armando. Armando gets it poked away. T.S. Lackinen over to Partanen. Partanen hammered there just outside the red line. Hughes now, he'll be able to go on the attack to Duda. Duda sticked away by Shavakowski. Good stick there by Vlad. Shavakowski in to get there, and Armando will take it. Steven Armando across the blue line gets it poked away. It'll be Mikhailov with it. Terenti Mikhailov over to Duda. Duda across the blue line. And he'll be tripped up. So Vessel will touch up there, and Peter Belay will go off. Face-off coming to the right of Vandelar. Lackinen against Markov. Lackinen wins it back. Hughes. Tacho to Shegstead. Down low. Lackinen scores on the power play. So very quickly, the Mammoths with Matthias Lackinen and Lars Shegstead. Another point there. Also joined in by Jean-Gabriel Acho on the play. Makes it a 2-1 game just like that. 8 minutes left here in the first. Puck battled for there just inside the Montreal zone. It'll exit, and LaFlame will go on the attack. LaFlame across the blue line. Tries to carry over, and Winters with a big hit. Poke there. Breckenridge in front, and the backhand is denied there. Vincent gives it up to Acho. Acho loses the puck for a second, and now Sokolov will have it. Sokolov to the red line, loses it. Vico feeds it up to Breckenridge. Alan Breckenridge pauses. Backhand denied there. Breckenridge back on the backhand is denied again. Penalty coming up here on Montreal. Not sure if it's interference or a slash. LaFlame denied there. Breckenridge can't jam it home. Puck is loose, and Zavina will get on top of that and get the whistle. So it is going to be interference on Jean-Charles Vincent. So now face-off coming to the left of Zavina. So right after Montreal gets the power play goal, see if Ottawa can answer with their own power play goal. Sundstrom wins it back to Blaha. Blaha with the slap shot glove by Zavina. And he'll hold right there. Face off again to the left of Zavina. Sundstrom against Lackinen. Lackinen wins it back, and Brewster will get it up to Shegstead. Shegstead will go off the boards and out. They'll continue to carry. Sundstrom loses the puck there. Puck will come back to the line, and Blaha keeps it in. Schneider with a shot doesn't get through. Lackinen retreating in his own zone, loses the puck for a second, but able to regain control, and Partanen will get it out. Good clear there for Montreal. 5:05 left here in the first period, and on the attack, Ottawa. Sticked away there was Armando. And Brewster with it behind the net. Now Partanen will skate onto it for Montreal. He'll get it up to Lackinen, and Lackinen will be able to clear for Montreal. Peter Belay with it. Belay took the penalty that gave Montreal the lead here in the first period. Lackinen, short-handed, can't get it to the front of the net. Schneider will go cross ice. Armando with it. Armando across the blue line. Pauses, gets it to Blaha. Blaha kicked away by Zavina. Good save there by Zavina. Schneider over to Armando. In front, Blaha. Now Belay, Armando. Shot gets blocked. Belay with a chance. Slap shot. Might have been deflected on its way in, but it was stopped by Zavina either way. And that clear will end the power play right there. So now under 4 minutes left here, Ottawa. Trailing 2-1 here in the first. They'll flip the puck in. It'll come to Stephenson. Play for Stephenson. Gets it over to Hughes. Hughes will skate. He's got plenty of room. Gets it to the red line. And then he turns the puck over there. McNeil takes it. That fourth line with the only goal so far today. Markov set up by Knowles and McNeil. That forward line comes away with the goal. McNeil sticked away by Zavina. Puck will be carried. It's Duda. He gets bumped just inside the blue line by Slavic. McNeil sticked away there. Stephenson tried to make that stretch pass, and it goes deflected or intercepted away. Puck will be flipped in, comes all the way around to the near boards. McNeil on it. He's pressed there by Stephenson. Slavic at the point. Glove save there by Zavina. Breckenridge with a great opportunity coming fresh off the bench. Face-off won by Montreal. Vincent with it behind his own net. Will look to get it up ice. He'll get it to Winters. Winters advances to Kovalev. Kovalev loses the puck. Then Breckenridge loses it right back. Babcock will have control of it now for Montreal. He'll try to get in the zone and sticked away by Shavkovsky. Breckenridge had it for a second, then he loses it to Babcock. Puck comes to the corner with Shavkovsky. He'll have it. 45 seconds left here in the first period. 2-1 Montreal. Breckenridge in front till the flame. It's picked off by Dubois. Kovalev will have it. Valeri Kovalev up to Dubois. Dubois with the first goal tonight. Dubois. Bit of a knuckle puck, and Vandelar able to get on top of that one. 6 seconds left here. Ottawa, one last rush chance. Slavic will get it up to Vico with 2-1 turned over to Winters, and that will do it. The horn sounds, and that will bring us to the end of the first period here from the Mammoth Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 2-1 Montreal lead on goals by Dubois and Lackinen here in the first period. So we'll head to our first intermission and be back with you for the start of the second period from Mammoth Center. All right, folks, welcome back. We are at the Mammoth Center. I am Les Talk with you here, excited for the second period. About to have puck drop here between the Mammoths and the Mounties. A good Canada Division matchup here on a Wednesday night of PIHANA hockey. Montreal wins the opening draw of the second period, and we are off and running here in the middle frame. Lackinen gets the puck taken away there, and Franks will skate away for Ottawa. Along the far boards, he's hammered there just at the Montreal bench. Lackinen with a goal earlier tonight, denied there. And Vandelar will get on top of that and hold right there. Face off now to the left of Vandelar. It'll be won by Ottawa. Franks with the puck. Carl Franks on the attack, gets it to the red line. Enters his zone and loses it. Lackinen now with it. Lackinen turns it over. Breckenridge will have it. Puck is still kind of being bobbled around at center ice, and now Franks will have it. Looking to gain control, and Breckenridge has it. He's get hammered there at the boards. Vico with a chance. Shot goes wide. Might have been deflected by the defender there. Kick down the boards. Vincent will have it. Jean-Charles Vincent waiting, allowing his teammates to reset, and now Shegstead. He'll get it up to Ely, just onside. Shegstead now with the puck, being watched by Blaha. Shegstead in front. Oh, and it's denied. What a chance there from Acho. And it was denied by Vandelar. Franks looking to get up ice. He'll flip it in. Puck rims all the way around, and Winters will have it, being pressed there by Vico. Puck comes on net to Zvina, and he will just hold there as it is secure under his glove. Face off now to the left of Zavina. Puck still free in the corner there. Or excuse me, at the point. And it'll come out of the Montreal zone. Slavic will reset. He'll almost turn the puck over. Now Shegstead battling for it there. It'll go deep into the Ottawa zone, and Shavakovsky will be able to skate away for the Mounties. Shavakovsky gets it sticked away. McNevin on it. McNevin turns it over. Jean-Gabriel Acho into the zone. Acho goes cross ice to Parton, and he scores! So Acho, with his second assist of the game, is able to find Sakari Partonen as the trailer, and he buries it past Vandelar. So a third goal now for the Mammoths. Give them a 3-1 lead here at home against Ottawa, less than 5 minutes into the second period. Sakari Partonen, the Finnish defenseman, with a good goal, beating Vandelar. Puck is brought back outside the zone by Sharev, and now they'll enter with Schneider. Schneider will flip it back to Shavakovsky. Oh, Vessel had a wide open opportunity in front, and he just kind of flubbed the one-timer there. Puck will be flipped and hit that corner glass, and so we will bring it back outside the zone for a face-off here. Face-off won by Partonen. Partonen at the red line. He'll flip in. Puck comes all the way around. It'll be Slavic on it. Slavic will look to go on the attack. Get it to McNeil. McNeil has to turn back. He'll lose the puck. Duda on it. Boris Duda trying to protect the puck, and he'll be tripped. So Shavakovsky's going to go for a trip here. As Duda was just trying to protect the puck, and Shavakovsky gets his stick in there and gets the trip. Pays off now to the left of Vandelar. Montreal looking for a 4-1 lead here at home, now on the power play. They had a Lackinen with a power play goal earlier tonight, set up by Shegstead and Acho. Dubois gets it poked away. He'll get it down low, and now Vincent at the point. Slap shot, unable to get that one away. Dubois in front, scores. Easy goal there. I'm not sure where Vandelar was going. He expected Dubois to turn onto the backhand, but he turns to his forehand and has a wide open net and buries it past Cameron Vandelar. So Dubois with his second goal of the game and his first on the power play here tonight. So Dubois now in search of that hat trick. Shegstead in front, denied there was Sokolov. Vico with it. He'll go up ice to Breckenridge, go cross ice to Franks. Franks pauses, gets it up ice to LaFlame. LaFlame through. LaFlame on the breakaway. Denied by Zavina. So a break there for Ottawa, and it was denied by Jake Zavina. Shakestead flips it all the way up ice to Sokolov. Sokolov hit there and just inside the blue line by Franks. Almost 8 minutes gone here in the second. 4-1 Montreal with 2 goals here in second period, but that's going to be a penalty here on Montreal. Franks with a chance. Franks scores! So it'll be Carl Franks. The delayed call was coming. Instead of getting it, Carl Franks able to carry it all the way down, set up by Breckenridge and Vico to bury it past Jake Savina to make it a 4-2 game. Vincent now with the puck. He'll flip in on the backhand. Puck will come all the way down. Belay will have it. Peter Belay looking to get it up ice. He will to Vesla. Vesla will flip in from the just outside the blue line. Puck rims all the way around, and Winters will have it. He'll get it up to Terenti Mikhailov, who will flip in. And that's another one that'll hit that corner glass and be a dead puck. Face off now just outside the Ottawa zone, and Belay will now have it for Ottawa. He'll get it up to Vesla, who will flip in once again. Puck comes all the way around. Vincent on it, there by Schneider. Over to Sharev. Sharev with the shot right into the shoulders of Zavina, and he'll hold right there. Face off now to the right of Zavina, and it's won by Montreal. They'll look to clear the puck, and they will. Boris Duda over to De Laurent, kicked out. De Laurent back on it. He'll feed it back to Duda. Duda tried to carry down, and Vesla will take that puck away. Nicholas Sharev over to Schneider. Schneider with a shot goes wide. Zavina with a save. Puck flipped out in front. De Laurent able to pick it up for Montreal. De Laurent will get the red line, and another corner glass hit there by Montreal. They're excited to start the third period just so that they don't have to hit that corner glass anymore, because that's happened 3 times here in the second period for the Mammoths just outside their bench. Faceoff will be won by Ottawa, and they'll go on the attack. Turned over, and then turned right back over. Armando with a chance. He'll go behind the net, try to get it out in front. Shot stopped there by Zavina. Puck hops in the air, and then Zavina able to get a glove on top of that. Blaha with the puck, feeds it back to Sundstrom. Sundstrom will walk down. He'll go back to Franks. Franks to Blaha, over to Sundstrom. Sundstrom turns it over. Lackinen now with it. Lackinen gets it to Shakestead. Shakestead to the red line. He'll enter the zone. Shakestead gets bumped off the puck. And now Sundstrom will have it. Joachim Sundstrom up to McNevin. McNevin turns it over to Ely. Shakestead loses the puck there. And now Hughes up in front. Shakestead will have it. Shakestead up to Ely. Ely on the attack. 7.5 left here in the second. Puck is battled for just outside. And now into the zone comes Ottawa. Armando denied there. Knowles with a chance. Backhand doesn't get through. And Zavina with another save on the rebound by Sundstrom. Ely will retreat in his own zone. Looking for some help. And he will almost turn it over, and Duda will now pick it up and exit the zone for Montreal. He'll get the red line and flip it in. Puck rims all the way around, and Franks will have it. Franks looking to get it up ice. He'll get it to McNeil. Goes cross ice to Armando. Armando can't quite get into the zone with the puck, but now Knowles picks it up. Back Knowles in front. He scores! So a little broken play, and Beck Knowles able to squeak it through as he picks up that loose puck in front and buries it past Jake Zavina. So a 4-3 game now. Again, we talked about Ottawa have been playing much better hockey as of recently. They've looked a lot better than the dead last place team. Right now they're in a dogfight here with the Mammoths. 5.5 left here in the second. McNeil along the far boards gives it. Couldn't tell who that was, but the slap shot was denied there. I believe it was Markov. Markov with a goal earlier tonight. This fourth line with 2 goals from Knowles and Markov. And the other goal coming from a defenseman, and Frank's, oh, what a hit there. Vladan Slavic absolutely obliterates. I couldn't tell what Montreal forward that was, but he obliterated whoever it was. De Laurent with the puck will feed it up to Sokolov. Sokolov blue line, he'll flip it in deeper. They would have been offside, so they have to bring it outside the zone, and now Vico will have it. Vico gets it up to McNeil. McNeil tries to enter the zone, and he's hammered there right at the Ottawa bench. Vico trying to skate through. Loses the puck for a second, and now Knowles will have it. Blocker save. Puck hops in the air, and LaFlame will have it. LaFlame still with it. He's pressed there. Now able to get it free up to Slavic at the point. Shavakowski. They'll play catch with Slavic. One-timer by Knowles, and it's denied by Zavina. 3:10 left here in the second. Montreal leading 4-3 on strength from goals from Dubois, Lackinen, Partanen, and then Dubois with the power play goal. Lackinen's goal was also on the power play. Ottawa with 3 even strength goals from Markov, Franks, and Knowles. Sokolov will lose that one. We'll get it over to Acho. Acho back to Brewster. Andre Brewster tries to get it up ice, and he turns it over. Alan Breckenridge over to LaFlame. LaFlame loses it. He'll come behind the Montreal cage. Vico in front. They score! What a play there from behind the cage, and now Alan Breckenridge on the board. So that top line for Ottawa goes to work. And so we are all square, 4 apiece. 2.5 left here in the second. Ottawa fighting their way back here on the road. We're trailing 4-1. And now a trip here. And Brewster going to be guilty of a trip. Some Montreal fans not happy with what they're seeing here lately from their team. Face off now to the left of Zabina. Ottawa on the power play, an opportunity to take the lead here. They have not been successful on a power play yet today. Belay gets it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge will go on the attack. Breckenridge with the most recent goal gets it sticked aside by Lackinen. They'll battle for it. They'll continue to battle. It'll be behind the Montreal net. Out front, LaFlame can't get a shot away, and now just another Montreal penalty. A slash on Lackinen. Oh boy. So now a 2-man advantage will go in favor of the Mounties here. Face off now to the left of Zabina. Great opportunity, golden opportunity, you might say, for the Mounties here. Puck is flipped all the way down, and Belay will have it. Belay up ice to Sundstrom. Over across to Schneider, denied there by Zavina. Puck comes to the corner, and Winters will have it. He'll be pressed there by Armando. They'll dig it free, and De Laurent able to get it all the way down as it avoids Blaha on the clear. Schneider now with it. Schneider gets it sticked away. Sundstrom. He scores! So Joachim Sundstrom on the 2-man advantage. Buries it past Jake Zavina, and now a 5-4 lead for the Mounties. They'll have a little bit of power play time if they're unable to score here in the final 50 so seconds of the second period. It's like they'll have about 13 seconds if my math is correct. Acho with it. He'll be pressed there by Breckenridge. Acho kicks it down the boards. Vincent will have it. Vincent able to get it out, and Franks will pick it up at the red line. Vico now with it. Abraham Vico retreats in his own zone, gets it over to Franks to Breckenridge. Breckenridge to the red line, and now LaFlame enters the zone. LaFlame poked away. Dubois with it. He'll get it over to Vincent. Vincent will be able to clear. 6 seconds now remaining in the period. Vico with it. Puck is behind the Ottawa's net. And that'll end the second period right there. So what a comeback here from Ottawa. 4 straight goals to make this a 5-4 game here in Montreal. We'll take our second intermission and rejoin you folks as we get ready for a great third period from Montreal right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here in Montreal, the Mammoth Center. I am Let's Talk. Happy to be joining you here from Montreal, and we have a great third period ahead for you folks, as the Ottawa Mounties currently find themselves leading 5-4. They are on the power play for just another 5 seconds or so. Puck will be cleared out, and that will do it. So we are back to even strength play. Ottawa with 4 straight goals. They were trailing 4-1 in the second and now find themselves ahead 5-4. In front, Lackinen can't get the shot through. Breckenridge will pick it up. Lackinen back on it. Vincent, you know Montreal's going to come with a lot of firepower here in this third. And Cameron Vandelar's got to be up to the task against this great Mammoth offense. Lackinen at the point. De Laurent over to Shakestead. Oh, and what a save there by Vandelar. As he set up De Laurent with a great opportunity. Breckenridge with it. He'll lose the puck. Alan Breckenridge still with it. Breckenridge, one-timer. Denied there, and Vincent will take it away. He'll get it up to Acho over to Shagstead. 2 minutes gone already here in the third. The Flame with the puck in his own zone. Gets it over to Franks. Franks will get it up ice to Breckenridge. Breckenridge on the attack. Hammered there. Right at the Montreal bench, and Partanen will take it. Partanen will go far over to Ely. And now it's Winters outside the zone. Acho will enter. He'll be hit there by Franks. They'll battle for it. Acho able to go skate to stick and then turns it over. Shakestead on the attack there, turns it over. The Flame with it. Flame retreats in the neutral zone, gets it over to Franks. Franks turns it over to Ely. Acho hammered there at the blue line by Franks. Puck is loose, and now Acho able to pick it up. He'll flip it back to Vincent at the point. Vincent almost turns it over. Acho will retreat. Cycles with Shagstead. Puck will come on net to Vandelar, and he'll just poke it to the corner. LaFlame being watched there by Ely. LaFlame trying to skate away. Flame turns it over to Winters. Winters will enter the zone. Winters with a shot, doesn't get through. Alexander Vesla. Vesla with a shot that goes wide, and it will carry him all the way into the Ottawa zone behind Vandelar. Chalakowski now with it. Vico will pick it up. He'll get it over to LaFlame. LaFlame turns it over. Ely to Babcock. Babcock will skate to the corner. Puts it behind the net to Kovalev. Winters, he'll get it poked out of the zone. Good defensive play there by Vesla. Brandon Babcock with a shot, and he scores! So just under 6 minutes into the third period, Brandon Babcock, an unlikely hero, able to snipe that one right past the netminder there. So we are all square with 14 minutes left, 5 apiece between the Mounties and the Mammoths. Vesla up to Schneider. Schneider will enter the zone for Ottawa. He'll get it poked away, and Stephenson will have it. Stephenson goes off the boards up to Babcock, the hero just moments ago. Nicholas Sharev up to Schneider. Schneider bumped there at the blue line. Schneider now with it over to McNevin. Stopped there by Zavina. And he will hold right there. So the fans finally start to kind of calm down. They were very anxious. It has been tough sledding as of late for the Mammoths. They started off so well this season. They've played basically 500 hockey as of recently. And they expect much more from this Mammoths team. They expect them to compete for a championship this year. And Brewster will turn in his own zone. He'll get it over to Duda. Right now, they technically would be in the playoff picture as they've played one less game than Calgary, even though they have the same amount of points. And Calgary with one more regulation win than Montreal. Turned over there. McNevin behind the net. Tries to get it out front, and Brewster will take it. Andre Brewster turns, goes over to Stephenson. Up to Duda. Duda will then flip in from just outside the blue line. Any point tonight here for Montreal, and they would be in second place all by themselves. 3 points, though, a regulation win, and they'd find themselves just 3 points back of Toronto for that lead. Kick save, and then Mikhailov couldn't get the rebound on his stick quick enough to get a buried pass as Vandelar was out of position a little. Duda flips it back. It'll come to the point, and it'll be taken over by McNeil. McNeil enters the zone. Over to Armando, and the puck will come free to the near boards. And Brewster goes up ice to Mikhailov. Mikhailov turns. Mikhailov will get it up ice, goes off the boards to Acho. Acho retreats. Turned over. Tony McNeil back to Belay. Belay with a shot. Blocked away by Zavina. Puck is free there. Partonen now over to him. Brewster. He'll get it up to Acho. Acho gets it poked by McNeil, and they'll continue to battle for it deeper in the Montreal zone. Partonen with it. Partonen to Sokolov. Sokolov with it. They'll go up to Acho. Acho over to Shagstead. Shagstead turns it over almost, and then Brewster will take it up. And a penalty coming up here. Tony McNeil right at the 9-minute mark. Going to be guilty of a trip. Face-off will be won by Montreal. They have a great opportunity here as the puck is flipped out of the zone. So bad pass there from Montreal, and it will come all the way down into their own zone. Hughes on the attack. Hughes gets it over to Dubois. Dubois to the red line. Enters the zone. Dubois poked away, and Slavic able to clear. Shot gets denied there, and now Vesla with it. Vesla, he'll be tripped, so we'll go to 4-on-4 play for a minute 14 here. Four on four now here, Ottawa. In the Montreal zone, they'll battle for it at the boards, and Vincent able to take it away. Minute left on the 4-on-4. Vincent tried to feed it to the front, and will be taken away by O'Flame. He hammers O'Flame right back. Into the boards there. Sokolov enters the zone, gets it taken away. Now Slavic with it behind the net. His own net, he'll kick it free to the near corner. 25 seconds left here, 4-on-4 play. Ottawa will have a very abbreviated power play. Once we go out of the 4-on-4, Slavic with a chance. Slavic loses the puck, gets it across to the Flame. Puck deflects wide of the cage. Breckenridge will pick it up. Now a power play for 45 seconds here. De Laurent with it. De Laurent trying to get out of the zone, and yes, I thought there was going to be a penalty, so Breckenridge going to be guilty of a slash here. He does not argue. So a penalty-laden last 8 minutes here. We'll be 4-on-4 again after we've just gone to a Ottawa power play. Puck will come up the boards. De Laurent over to Sokolov, can't get a shot through. De Laurent to the front, Sokolov denied there. And now Knowles will have it, he'll give it over to Sundstrom. As Montreal will have minute 24 on the power play. Blah with the one-timers denied by Zavina. Both teams currently sitting at 5, but it's going to take 6 to win it here tonight. That slap shot shatters the stick. I believe it was De Laurent. So minute 9 left on the power play. Just under 6 minutes left here in the third period. Puck will come all the way down, and Lackinen will pick it up. Lackinen feeds it up ice. Shagstead will have it. Puck is loose there in the neutral zone. Lackinen now on it. Lackinen retreats in his own zone, trying to shake free and can't of Markov. Great defensive play there by Nico Markov. Puck will be entered into the zone. Shot doesn't get through. Woodard will have it, and he'll flip it all the way down. 20 seconds now on this power play and approaching 5 minutes. So the final 5 minutes here for Montreal in a tie game. 5 apiece between these two Canada Division rivals. Lackinen with the shot. He scores! So I'm not sure if that's going to count as I think it came just after the power play had ended. We'll take a peek here. It is. It's going to count as a power play goal. So Matthias Lackinen with a power play goal. His second goal and his second power play goal of the night gives Montreal the lead with under 5 minutes left here. So now Ottawa is going to need another comeback here. And we are going to have a penalty here. Blaha with the hit on Acho, and he is going to be called for an interference call as well, it looks like. So he and Shegstead go at it. I think Shegstead well outmatched against Blaha, but he's giving it a good go. Shegstead fighting back. Kazimir Blaha, one of the best fighters in the league. Oh, and Shegstead almost pulls him in and winds him down. So Franz Shegstead with the win there. And Blaha is going to be sent, so it is going to be a game misconduct for Kazimir Blaha, so they will be without him, as they did call it a major penalty. Sundstrom wins it there from Franks, or to Franks, and will be flipped all the way out. So for the rest of the game, Montreal will have a man advantage, even if they score here. De Laurent goes 5-hole on Vandelar and just abuses him with the goal there. Wow, not sure where Vandelar was going or what he was thinking, but De Laurent with a great snipe right there. Buries it past the netminder. We will continue. Again, I said they'll be on the power play the rest of the game unless they have a penalty themselves. 4 minutes now here left in the third. It is a 7-5 game as Montreal with 2 late goals here in the final 5 minutes have given themselves a 2-goal lead. Again, a regulation win here, which is looking ever closer for the Mammoths. Will put them just 3 points back of Toronto. Franks will turn that one over. Hughes will have it. 3.5 left here in the game. Taylor sticked away. Ely into the zone. He'll lose the puck. Franks will try to go on the attack. He will actually just flip it out. So Ottawa needs to go on the attack. I don't know if they realize how much time there actually is in the game, but right now they're not really looking to attack. Ely over to Sokolov. Sokolov with a chance, denied by Vandelar. Taylor at the point, and now Shavkovsky will be able to clear it. You wonder when they're going to start to go on the attack, Ottawa, as we sit. 2:45 left. Down 2. They have not really looked to attack here on the man advantage for Montreal. That one again is flipped out by Franks. De Laurent, he'll go cross ice to Sokolov. Sokolov, 2:20 left. Drags it through. Sokolov with the chance, can't get through. Ely now with a chance, gloved away by Vandelar. They'll continue to battle there, and Vestal will pick it up. Alexander Vestal able to clear it. With now 2 minutes left here in the third. Almost feels as though Ottawa's just content losing by 2 goals here tonight. De Laurent into the zone. De Laurent tries to feed it across, and Sundstrom will have it. Sundstrom will flip in. Hits it high off the glass there, and Stephenson will take it. 1.5 left here in the third. Shegstead tried to get a shot away and can't. Shavkovsky now gets it over to Sundstrom. Sundstrom will flip in from the red line. Puck comes all the way through. It'll be Sakari Partanen, pressed there by Vesla. Puck comes free, and Zvina will have it. He will just hold it there with 1:13 left here in the third period. Face-off now between Lackinen and Markov. Markov able to win it back. Slavik with the shot. He scores! So the shorty for Vladan Slavik. Which now means we are in the pull your goalie territory. Assisted there by Markov on the face-off win. Slavik will get it ahead to Sharev and turn it over. So once Ottawa, if they can gain control in their own zone, Sharev now with it. Sharev will still have it. He'll flip it back to Slavik, who had the goal moments ago. Puck comes up the boards. Still surprised they have not gotten Vandelar out, and now there he goes. Turned over. Vandelar retreats back into his net. Is not quite sure why they waited so long to get him out of there. Dubois looking for the hat trick. Oh, and he's denied by Vandelar. Puck is at the side of the cage, and now Vandelar will hold. Nope, he will keep play going. Denied there with Lackinen. Slavik will flip it out. Can't just keep flipping it out. They got to get on the attack. Markov, almost takes it away there. 20 seconds left. Montreal looking to close things out, leading 7-6 here at home. Content to just play keep away, as there is going to be an Ottawa penalty again here. Locking in over to Vincent. Stick to the side, and Markov will touch theirs. That will all but seal things here. The charging penalty is going to come to Nico Markov. So Beck Knowles, who was taking the penalty for Kazimir Blaha. Markov, they're going to call that one a charge there. So with 4.8, Montreal all but sealed their victory here tonight as the fans stand to attention. Partanen with the puck. He'll go cross ice to De Laurent, stopped by Vandelaar, and that will get the horn there. So Montreal with a home win, 7-6 over the Mounties here tonight. Mounties continue to struggle, still have yet to crack that double-digit points. They are now still at 9 points on the season. For reference, the next closest team is 17 with Boston from the American Division. So Ottawa having a struggle to begin this year. But enjoy these highlights here. We'll be back with you for our post-game stats and information right after this. All right, folks, welcome into our post-game stats and information here for the Montreal Mammoths 7-6 victory over the Ottawa Mounties here tonight at home. I am Les Talk. Thank you for joining us here on a Wednesday night full of PIHANA hockey. Take a look at the stats in front of you. Ottawa actually outshooting the Mammoths 31-30 here tonight. But the important one, Montreal was 7 on the scoreboard, 6 for Ottawa. Hits heavily in favor of Ottawa, 36-15. Face-offs in favor of Ottawa as well, 24-21. Penalty minutes, now a lot of that's going to be askew with Blaha getting the major that he did, but 32 minutes for Ottawa. They go 1 of 4 on the power play. Montreal 13 penalty minutes, and they go 4 of 7. The 4 power play goals, De Laurent, Laakkonen, Dubois, and Laakkonen again. And then 1 shorthanded goal, and that'll be the Slavic goal that made it a 1-goal game down the stretch. So now we'll take a peek at some of the individual stats here from tonight. Take a look at Jean-Gabriel Acho, who went out in the third period with the injury on that Blaha hit. Comes away with 3 assists for 3 points. A lot of 2-point getters. So Vincent 2 assists, Laakkonen 2 goals, Lars Shegstead 2 assists, Partanen a goal and an assist, Dubois 2 goals, Babcock a goal and an assist. And then our single point getters, we have Ely, Winters, Sokolov, and Kovalev with assists, and then Marshall De Laurent with a goal. So no points for Franz Shegstead, Colin Hughes, Terenti Mikhailov, and Brewster, Stephenson, and Duda here tonight. Plus minus, few plus 2s with Babcock and Kovalev. Our shot leaders, 9 from De Laurent, 5 from Laakkonen, 4 from Dubois, and then 3 from Yevgeny Ely as well. And then our hits leaders, again, not a ton of hits on the night, but Laakkonen and Vincent come away with 4 here tonight. The goaltending, Zavina, another tough slog of it. 31 shots faced, only comes up with 25 saves. He was not good tonight, and he's going to be one of the question marks. He had a great August. They need him to have a great September too to keep things, because they are in danger right now of that playoff position. They started the season off so well, and they've kind of hit a struggle, a bit of a road bump here. So we'll see if they can continue things here for Ottawa on the other side. Breckenridge, Vico, Markov, and Knowles with 2 points each. Vico the only one with just 2 assists and no goals. The rest with a goal and an assist each. And then our single point getters, we have Laflame, Schneider, McNeil, Armando, Belay with assists. Oops, sorry. And then with a goal, now I gotta do this. And then with a goal, we have Sundstrom, Slavic, and Franks with a point here tonight. So no points for Woodard, Vesla, Sharev, McNevin, Shavakowski, and Blaha, who again went out in the third period with that major penalty. He actually gets 20 minutes of penalty time here tonight. Shots, Breckenridge with the lead, Sundstrom and Blaha with 4 each as well. And then our hits, we have Slavic with 8, Blaha with 5, Franks 4, Vesla 4, and Shavakowski also with 4 here tonight. And then the goaltending, another really rough start for Cameron Vandelaar. He has had a tough time this season. 30 shots faced, comes up with 23 saves for a .767 save percentage. Definitely not going to be good enough to win a lot of games in the PIHANA. Take a peek at some of the goals, some of our highlights from tonight, if we're able to. Oops. There we go. Let's go to the first period. Of course, they're not going to let me show any of them. Second period. So yeah, I like the Parksnip goal, just sort of trailing the play. Acho with a good puts on the brakes very well, and then is able to find this pass. Not from that angle. Puts on the brakes, finds this pass to Parksnip, who's wide open, skating down the slot, and then buries it past Vandelar. That Dubois goal gave them the 4-1 lead, and then 4 straight put on the board by Ottawa. Franks with that goal right there. Beck Knowles with a good rebound opportunity here. Actually, no, this is the one he just sort of was able to stick past. That's right, the loose puck here. So puck kind of gets jumbled around, comes right to Knowles, and he's able to bury it right past Jake Savina. Alan Breckenridge with a good opportunity here from behind the net. Finds a wide open. Excuse me, it was that Vico. Yes, Vico setting up Breckenridge with a wide open cage there, and then Joachim Sundstrom gave them the lead to end the second period. That little flip right over the glove of Zavina. And then the third period with 3 straight by Montreal. De Laurent, the one that's going to end up being the game winner here tonight. As De Laurent just sort of drags and fires one right past Vandelar. Oh, that's right. That was the 5-hole. Not sure where Vandelar's going or why he's standing straight up with De Laurent coming at him like that. But yeah, he just sneaks it right through the 5-hole and buries it past the netminder. Slavic with the shorthanded goal off the face-off win here. Just fires past the glove of Zavina. That made it a 1-goal game to at least give Ottawa a chance down the stretch. So that is going to do it for our coverage here from Montreal. Again, we have 2 more games coming up later tonight. Chicago will be in Calgary. Great matchup there as Calgary looks to try to match Montreal to get to 30 points to be trailing Toronto. And then that Toronto team will now host Detroit after falling to them last night in Detroit with 2 third-period goals given up. We will see Zigmars, Belotis, and the Royals taking on the Trappers here later tonight. So thank you for joining us here from Montreal. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a joy to be with you, and we will see you out in Calgary in Western Canada coming up next.